Greetings, everyone. I'm here with my friend David. Say hello to the people.
What up, everyone? Makibafo here.
And today we're bringing something a bit different, an FPS on this channel. For now, my main goal is to go through the original Halo campaigns, so the ones that Bungie made, and I'll also do Halo 4 because I think that the character development is alright, but the rest isn't as good. And in addition, I want to do the original 3 Call of Duty games. And here we have the game that the second most important FPS release on console behind only the original Doom. David, what are your thoughts on first person shooters?
I play from time to time. Like back when I first got my first three, my cousin and I always came over. We always did like all kinds of Call of Duty games. Because Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. We kept going all the way
Man,
until we just stopped doing those things after we all grew up, college to the
man,
bitch.
I freaking love Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, and COD 4. Man, those games were just so good.
My favorite is I gotta say Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3 is pretty good too. I just personally prefer 2, but Modern Warfare 3 is a great game. And for the audience who's younger, we're mean the original Modern Warfares, not the remakes.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
Okay, I don't think the
Also,
remakes are that good.
I haven't played them yet. I have the remake for one for three. Just haven't gone to that yet.
All right. Okay,
Also,
David.
I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
No,
say.
yeah.
I want to say right now. Treyarch Black Ops Zombie is so much fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Have you been playing the beta for Black Ops 6?
I have not.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I think that the move like an action hero is a bit over the top. I always liked. I like a lot of the older Call of Duty games because back then it was more. I want to say it was more grounded gameplay. Obviously, it was never realistic because it's still a video game, but
Right.
I always prefer that more like boots on the ground combat, like the World War II game stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, like modern military game.
yeah. Although, I think Black Ops 6 is supposed to do the Iraq War or Iran, which
Hmm.
I think is gonna be hype, honestly. Because technically speaking, David, finally a war that the two of us were alive to know about.
That's true.
Holy shit. All right, so to the audience, David, what is your experience with Halo?
I no, never played Halo until I made a deal with Miguel. For him playing the original, the first Kirby game, I would have to play all of Halo 2 on Nightmare mode, and I can never get past the first level.
This isn't Doom. It's not Nightmare mode. It's Legendary.
The point being, I can't beat the first level.
I mean, Cairo Station's a pretty hard level 1, but it's also the easiest level in the game.
I mean, granted, I was able to get far,
You did
but
beat
then
it
my
once, but then the
no, I never beat it. I was
uh
close to it. I was only one from away, but
right, but then your recording software crashed.
yeah, so I had to do it all over again, and I can't get past the hangar.
Man, I would be honest with you, okay? If you want to practice, boot up Halo Reach and Halo 1 on normal just to get the feel for it and then try again. Okay?
Okay.
Well, Halo Reach on normal, Halo 1 on heroic, and then go to 2 on legendary. And I think you'll have more practice in the campaigns. Although I must say that according to the novels, the canon difficulty of Halo 1 is easy. The canon difficulty of Reach is legendary. The canon difficulty of 2 is heroic. 3 is also heroic. 4 and 5 canonically are on normal. And then I don't know what it is for infinite. The
Hmm.
reason that Halo 2's is canonically super high is because in the books, they explain that the reason that the Covenant are so strong is because those are the most elite members of the Covenant. Which, to be fair, I like that they gave us a reason behind why Halo 2 was so fucking hard.
Sure, that's pretty cool.
Also, how dare they not give us a gun to start Halo 1, by the way? You know that?
Wow, that is just wow.
Yeah. I
And
won't do it for this mission or mission 2, but for
you have a
TNR,
flashlight?
yeah, you have a flashlight in Halo 2 as well. It's the
It,
press 4.
oh,
Oh, right. For those of you who are younger, back in the day, games used to come with manuals. And Halo 1 and 2 and 3 all came with manuals. So it
oh
had a control
yeah.
scheme in there.
So the
Yeah.
first level, for the most part, you just go through just to get to this guy.
Well, this is the beginning. This is just the movement tutorial because the one thing Halo does compared to other FPS, no other FPS outside of Destiny, which hilariously was built by the same developers, controls like Halo. You notice that?
I don't know.
Because in Halo 1, you jump super high. Same goes for 2 and 3. Um, I will say that Halo was the first person shooter game to have regenerating health. Prior to that, it was always health packs, which is why if you play like OG Call of Duty, your health doesn't regenerate. You have to find medical first aid kits on the battlefield. Whereas, like starting in the modern era, say post 2004, pretty much every FPS game comes with regenerating health of some form. Can you think of one that isn't like that?
No, I cannot.
Yep, and look at Cortana in her 2001 glory. Okay, it's beautiful. Although, I will say that it's weird now because Halo 1, we get to hear Cortana curse, but then she doesn't curse again until I think Halo 4.
Where?
Because originally they wanted Cortana to be British, but in the end they just gave her an American accent. Okay. So what do you think of Master Chief's armor in Halo 1? Because it is different from the Halo 2 armor.
It looks pretty good. I do like the dark green.
Yeah. By the way, the new suit in Halo 2, uh, the shields recharge a lot faster. And they're also extremely resilient and very efficient.
Biggest
Bullshit.
lie ever.
You want to tell the people about that experience, David?
Despite what they say, the shield is absolutely ass. Like they can shoot through it like butter.
It's 6 shots from a plasma rifle to die and 5 from a plasma pistol.
Yeah,
And the
the
enemies
shield,
can fire faster than the player.
the shield no hope.
In Halo 1, we actually have a mix of both. We have regenerating health, but also a health bar, which are the little blue... I don't know what they're called. You want to just call it magazines, okay, for the sake of giving it a name.
Yeah,
Underneath the health bar. It's on the top right, whereas in Halo 2, it's on the bottom left. And I gotta say, as much as people love this system, and they actually bring it back for Halo Reach, I've never been a fan of this system. I'm just gonna be honest. I think that Halo 2 and 3 did it correct. And that's the version that pretty much the majority of first-person shooters copied. They don't really copy the Halo 1 style anymore. I mean, to be fair, Halo 1 was pretty much the first game to do this, because prior to Halo 1, every first-person shooter had you aim with 4 face buttons, or the D-pad if you were on PlayStation. So, you can imagine that getting used to the stick for the first time must have been a real bizarre change. Because at the time, in fact, they even called one of the developers at Bungie insane for suggesting a second stick, thinking that it would disorient the players. And the thing is that it did in initial testing, but what they failed to account for is that people adapt. I mean, I know you play Fortnite, David. So, can you tell me how that game feels? Because I know it's a third-person game, but it's also a shooter, so just curious, because I've never played it.
what way to describe it? Fortnite, well, yeah, like I said, it's a third person shooter, so a lot different than the first ones. First person one that I played a lot. But to me, ever since I got back into it, then after stopping for a long time, I find it a lot easier to play than other games. I don't know, it's probably just a me thing, but like it just feels much more easy to use. Like aiming is a bit better.
Mm.
Like I've been better in a sniper in Fortnite than I have in any Call of Duty. I usually suck with sniper.
Okay, so then Halo 1's gonna kick your ass because you're pretty much mandatory, unless you want to suffer, have to play the third level as a sniper. You can beat it without the
But
sniper. I've done it once just to try it out. And it took me about 4.5 hours. So it's doable. But man, it's just so much easier to have a sniper rifle with you. It's not even close. And I gotta
no,
say, the
oh, you know,
60 round magazine in Halo 1, I mean, this is actually something that real military personnel complained about. Believe it or not, when they made Halo 2, they said no assault rifle would ever have 60 rounds. That's too much. That would be so heavy and impractical.
uh,
Yeah. Because actually, when they made Halo 2, they interviewed real servicemen to get their opinion on.
Gun comes up, gun doesn't work. And now I'm going to take up a good shooting position and I'm going to follow him all the way into the ground, try to take him down. If I were to just barrel point him like that.
During the development of Halo, whatever, we made mistakes.
We definitely got some criticism from actual people that were in the military.
We had a smaller team, right? And we had a very short time to make the game.
We did a lot of research, but there's only so much that books can teach you. You've got to get a lot of research hands-on.
On weapon design. Because, for example, this pistol, if it isn't obvious, is pretty much modeled after the Desert Eagle. However, the Desert Eagle is also very unwieldy and super heavy, so it wouldn't function like the Halo 1 pistol actually would. Halo 2 actually does fix this, surprisingly. And then Halo 3 onward, they decided to go for the more like diehard science fiction weaponry. I'm very much simplifying this because this isn't the full story, but I also think that within the time frame of an episode, I think this is good enough of an explanation.
yeah, I think so too.
I mean, overall, David, how do you rate my gameplay, my legendary gameplay?
Well, you haven't died yet, so that's fine to me.
Also, one thing I miss from Halo 1 that a lot of shooters just don't have, even the newer Halos, there's no power-ups anymore, you know? I miss power-ups in video games. Okay, Pack-a-Punch zombies. Okay, zombies has power-ups, but I mean just the main default campaign.
Yeah, that's true. They don't have them.
Yeah.
You got. I don't know, actually, I haven't copped up, but I know in like Black Ops 3, you have those different classes.
Yeah. I gotta say, for a game made in 2001, this game is surprisingly well put together. There are hardly any glitches unless you intentionally do them, and the story is actually quite well put together. Also, I think that Halo 1 was the first-person shooter game to try to tell a intricate story that wasn't just, oh, World War II. Because I admit, a lot of first-person shooter games back then really much only did World War II. Now, I know why, because it was the biggest conflict in human history. So, of course, there's a bunch of material to cover. But it's also nice to see people come up with their own stories, you know?
Yeah.
Although, I will say that when Call of Duty first released in 2003, the reason behind it is because the people who developed it weren't really a big fan of the super soldier trope that was started in Doom and then continued in a bunch of other games like Halo, for example. And the original Call of Duty was actually more of a squad-based game. Although instead of a dedicated team, you would get different sets of soldiers to work with you depending on the level. And that what you just saw there was me getting Call of Duty brained because the button to aim in Call of Duty and the button to aim in Halo are two different buttons. Instead, I just threw a grenade. I gotta say, personally, I've always been bigger on Halo than I have on Call of Duty, but it's just Call of Duty sometimes when it does it when it's really good, Call of Duty is really good, but when it's bad, I mean, at least it's not a fucking train wreck. Honestly, like
True.
the worst Call of Duties suffer from just being okay. I mean, okay, Ghost fucking blowed. It was the worst, but honestly, other than that, I can't really think of... Okay, Modern Warfare 3 or the remake, I think, was also pretty bad. But honestly, they weren't the worst things in the world. I have played far worse games. Cough, cough, Scarlet and Violet, cough, cough. Although you hate when I rip on that game. They're not even in the same genre.
Yeah. The only other thing you said, like Valorant.
I never
I
played
can't complain
Valorant,
with-
dude.
Yeah, neither have I, so I can't even say whether it's bad or not.
Oh, you know which franchise I miss? Medal of Honor. Okay, I used to play the fuck out of Medal of Honor on the GameCube.
Never played that.
Oh, man, you're missing out. Although, you know which game as a first-person shooter really doesn't feel like a first-person shooter? Metroid Prime
Overwatch?
1 on the GameCube, because you're probably thinking of the remake, which fixed the control scheme, thank God. But the original Metroid Prime 1 had a dog shit control scheme, I'm not gonna lie.
Being completely honest, I have never played a single Metroid game.
Oh, pretty much play Metroid Zero Mission, and then play Super Metroid, and you pretty much got the best games. If you want a 3D game, play Metroid Prime 1, either the remake or the original on GameCube. And then
What about the new one, Dread?
I've never played Dread, but
And
honestly,
then there's all the hype for Prime 4.
okay, I haven't played Prime 4 because I don't think
It hasn't come out
yeah, it's
yet.
not, yeah, exactly. Well, okay, to the audience, this will be in the future, so don't worry about it. So we need to give them, context here, okay? Also, in
Okay.
real life, no pistol carries 120 bullets. I'm sorry, that is fantasy, guys.
I'm well aware.
But 2552, we can make some concessions. How's that? I really wish that they actually made some of the alien weapons real, because I'm pretty sure we can make some of them in real life. It's just so expensive and impractical that they would never do it.
Yeah.
I'm 100% believe. I really believe we could make a carbine. But it's just the one I don't think we could do. I don't think we can do a needler yet. I think the technology for that is not available.
Definitely not.
But that would be badass though. Oh man. I gotta say, Halo is pretty much, besides Destiny 1, the only first-person shooter that I ever tried to go really, really crazy with. I've always liked COD, but I've never wanted to get good at COD. I just like rolling into matches and just playing around. Halo,
honestly,
I was
same.
a fucking tryhard. I was such a tryhard in Halo for the longest time. I remember I tried to go into MLG, but they rejected me because I wasn't good enough. And also, holy shit, if that was Halo 2, I would have died right there.
Yeah. I don't know how you live.
I got lucky, dude, okay? That's the only explanation. Also, there are going to be 2 moments in this footage where the lag absolutely fucks with me. But at least I don't die. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just tell you right now, I go through the first 2 missions without dying. Mostly because I played the hell out of them. Although, I gotta admit, Halo 1, the original game, was so dark.
Like dark as in the story, or like darker than like it's actually dark?
Both.
Like you can't see.
Both. The story of Halo 1's
Huh.
a pretty dark story, and Halo 1's lighting, holy shit, it's like playing in-depth Minecraft. Before they
Speaking
allowed
of-
the brightness patches. What were you
Right. Speaking of Minecraft, the result of watching at this moment, in time today, the Minecraft trailer was recently released, and
Holy
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
it looked awful. I'm gonna be honest, the original Sonic trailer looked better.
even with
Even with
You know what?
Ugly
No, no,
Sonic,
I'm not.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not even gonna. I'm not even gonna deny that. Even with Ugly Sonic, it looks so much better than this.
The original Sonic trailer looked like it would do better than the Minecraft movie. See, this is where the lag is messing with me. As you can see, my screen is flickering. Although it's not too bad. Eventually it passes. I'm not sure why I was lagging though, because I'm running a 3060, so I shouldn't have lag on a 2001 video game.
Very strange.
Also, to people who play Halo 2, specifically, the grenades in Halo 1 were way stronger. I don't know why they nerfed the Halo 2. Okay, I know why, because it would be fucking impossible to beat Halo 2 if the grenades were stronger. But, you know. It went both ways. Also, the grenades had an EMP effect in Halo 1 that they removed. I don't think they ever brought it back. What I mean is that if you were in the blast radius of a grenade, a plasma grenade, and it didn't kill you, it would knock out all your shields though.
Huh.
Yeah. They got rid of that, and to be honest, I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I don't think they should bring it back, but I also wouldn't mind if they did. Oh man, if that was Halo 2, that would not have killed anything. I'm gonna reference the other Halo games because they really do all come back to this game in terms of how they were developed. And also, I gotta admit, I miss the days of first-person shooters that didn't have sprint. You know? Ever since, you know, Call of Duty went crazy with sprinting in the FPS genre, every game tries to copy it, and honestly, it's such an unneeded mechanic. You already walk fast enough in this game. The only thing sprint did was make it so the default walk speed was slow as shit. I mean, what do you think of sprint, David?
Honestly, I don't really see a problem with it.
You probably were already playing games in the era when sprint was everywhere. Cause by this point, COD 3 was out. Yeah. Not 2001, obviously. I mean, when you and I started getting into, like, first-person shooters, I guess.
But how did you land that?
Because I played this game like 100,000 times, David. I grew up on the original Halo trilogy, like nothing else. Aw, man. See, that's what I mean. The EMP effect of the grenade is the only reason I killed him with one headshot. If this was Halo 2, I would have died right there.
Why did you just do that?
Because I'm having Call of Duty brain, and I keep forgetting that the button to throw grenades and the button to aim in Call of Duty are different buttons in both games. Okay? I know I don't have any Call of Duty footage on my channel at the time of this recording, but I do plan on playing Call of Duty 1, the original Call of Duty from 2003, which, by the way, won Game of the Year that year.
Right.
Yeah, it was World War II Call of Duty, and I gotta say, I just always liked the World War II stuff. I would be down. You know what I would be down for? A Call of Duty set during the Revolutionary War. Okay, I want to fight alongside George Washington. What do you think?
I guess that'd be pretty cool.
Okay, having to use old-ass muskets would be so cool. Bayonets, oh man. And the soldier uniforms, man, they were so cool. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, in Halo 1, you could occasionally punch a dead body and you might get grenades. They removed this in every other Halo after.
Huh. Interesting.
How did I survive that?
I don't know. I don't even know what hit you.
I have no clue what hit me. And yet I survived it anyways. Call of Duty brain, bastard. Eventually that goes away. Okay, eventually I stop having Call of Duty brain. It's just really apparent in this first level. And in the second level, I have it once and then it goes away. Also, look at this. Like, this looks like a horror game right here. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
I like how the blood is still visible even after you turn off the flashlight. Yeah. Are you reading the subtitles, by the way?
Oh, I haven't. Damage stupid. I don't know how much, but the ultra can take.
Yeah, it just you don't need to read it out loud, but yeah. If you want to, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. It's just, you know. Also, I'm surprised that worked. That grenade killed more enemies than it should have.
Yeah, that didn't look like.
That did not look like it should have worked at all. I'm gonna say Halo 1, as much as I like it, it does have...
Oh, I think.
Hmm?
I think my internet itself is lagging.
Oh. Well, at least the footage is just being streamed, so if it's a bit laggy, I think we should be fine. I mean, overall, what do you think of the original Halo 1 level, now that you've seen most of it?
Does Halo 1 have a legendary mode?
Yeah, I'm playing on Legendary.
I didn't know you are. And from the active page, it already looks much easier than Halo 2 legendary.
Please note that I've played this game a lot. This level is actually quite hard. I'm taking advantage of the fact that this game was programmed in 2001. In other words, if I was to fight these guys legit, I would be getting my ass kicked, but because I know how the AI works in this game, I can take advantage of some exploits. That's the kind of shit that I've been doing because I've just played it so long. The average person wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I promise you that. Although, if we do record T and R together, you'll notice that I'm camping like a little bitch. Mostly because, holy shit, if you're not sniping in that level, you're doing it wrong. Okay, that level is brutal. Because that sniper rifle is the only headshot capable weapon on the level, and there's only one on the map. Otherwise, you pretty much have to blunt force trauma everything, and that's not a good idea. But hey, that was mission 1 of Halo 1. David, your thoughts on this episode so far?
I gotta think, based on this, it looked a lot more better than Halo 2. More manageable, more easier, and less enemy to deal with, so that's better. Well, less to deal with at 1, I mean.
Halo 2 really does throw the freaking book at you on level 1. They pretty much have everything except hunters and flood in level 1 of Halo 2. Okay. There's no sniper rifles in Halo 2. Let's just say that. Did you see the Actman video where he was doing a review of Halo 1? And then he said, in Halo 1, you don't die to some bullshit, and he just kept cutting to footage of Halo 2.
Because the amount of times you will fail in Combat Evolved because of some bullshit, some straight up bullshit, is almost non-existent. When you die, 99% of the time, it's your fault. And
the Autumn's accelerating. He's going in manual.
You're not laughing. I don't think you saw it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. That was hilarious. I might edit it in the post commentary, but you know, for now, we found it, David. You know where we're going?
Earth.
No.
Why does it look like...
That's not Earth.
Oh, I thought it was because the guy said Earth.
No. He said Earth as in don't let Cortana get captured. Because if she gets captured, the aliens learn about Earth.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day.